After coach made me the starting quarterback, our record went from 0-1 to 2-1. And I was feeling like nothing can go wrong. And like I said before, I'm not the dancing type of guy, but I was feeling like I can do anything that night. So I decided to dance with the chick I met at the club. And we was getting it in on that dance floor. And things got heated up quickly. I was all over her, and she was all over me. Next thing I knew, she turned around, came a little closer, and we started making out. Then right after that, we went to the bathroom. And you should know what happened after that. And after our little situation in the bathroom, she slipped me her number and her address, and she left the club. So I left as well. And as soon as I stepped foot out that club, that's when I got that message saying my mom's was found laying unconscious on the floor in the middle of her kitchen and was taken to a hospital far from where I was. And I just took off running, looking for the closest taxi I could find so I can get a ride to the hospital she was taken to. And it took a while to find a taxi, but when I got in that taxi, all I could think about was my mother and how good of a mother she was. I mean, I never heard or seen her curse, catch attitudes, or even cry at that. And she told me everything, but she kept one thing from me this whole time, which I found out about that night, which is she has heart problems. And I knew why she kept that from me, but I just couldn't believe it. And when I seen her lying in that hospital bed through the window, I couldn't stand there and watch her in that condition. So I prayed for her to be okay, then I had to leave. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Then the next day, she was pronounced dead. And after the funeral, I had practice to go to. And my mother's death was still on my mind, and everyone could see it on the field. I was throwing bad passes, getting sacked, even throwing interceptions. I mean, it was just bad. And the very next day, we played Clemson, which is ranked at number 10. And coach and my teammates needed me to get straightened up so we could win that game. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live here in New York City, the home of Syracuse, matching up against ranked number 10 Clemson Tigers as the Tigers go ahead and choose tails, and Syracuse will be kicking the ball to Clemson, which means Syracuse will be getting the ball back at halftime, and Antonio Mars is out here for the first play of the game after his mother passed away a couple of days ago. Rest in peace to Mrs. Mars as Jerome Smith get a 7-yard run, just 3 yards shy of the first down. Play action pass, stepping back, is 2nd and 3. He throws it right up the middle to Jay West, and he gets brought down on the Syracuse logo for 21 yards. And on the very next play, it is 1st and 10. He's stepping back. This is another play action pass. He has a lot of space on the right side of the field, but look, he goes ahead and dives on the floor for 7 yards when he could have picked up 10 and got the first down. But it's 2nd and 3. Another play action pass. He's looking for a receiver. He throws it all the way to the left side of the field for Kobina, and he gets the catch, and that's touchdown, 44 yards on that reception. That was a nice throw by Antonio Mars, and that was a beautiful catch by Jeremiah Kobina. And Syracuse are the first to put points up on the board. It's 7-0. Shoutouts to Syracuse defense. They stopped Clemson from scoring, and that is one thing I am not a fan of, is the pitching. I do not like pitching at all, but one thing I am a fan of is the screenplays you can see right here. But Jerome Smith only picks up 5 yards as he gets tackled out of bounds, and it's now 3rd and 5, and now we are in the second quarter. This is the first play of the second quarter. Mars is changing some routes. He hikes the ball, looking for a wide receiver, throw it over to Clark, and look at that nice pass by Antonio Mars for 29 yards to Christopher Clark. And look at Christopher Clark getting hyped with his teammate. 1st and 10. He changes some routes once again, stepping back, looking for somebody to get open, and he almost get hit, and that was almost an interception. Bad pass by Mars. He got to do better, and it's now 1st and 10. Mars stepping back, throwing to the right side of the field, and that's Beckett Wells catching that ball for the 16 yards and stopping the clock since he ran out of bounds. And it's now 1st and goal, 3:07 left. Mars running up the middle, and he trucks over his defender, getting into the end zone, and that's Mars' first rushing touchdown of this game. And that's the way you take out your anger, young man. Just run straight to the opponent, run his ass over, bury his ass in the dirt. Well, that's just my opinion. Let's just get back to this game, shall we? And Clemson went ahead and scored, so it's now 7-14, and Syracuse defense couldn't do anything about it as Beckett Wells go ahead and receive the ball, picking up 16 yards, giving Syracuse another 1st and 10 as Amar stepping back to throw. He's throwing it to Fleming, and look at that perfect pass right through the 2 defenders. Perfectly thrown to Fleming as he picks up the 1st down, and Kobina's defender is pressing up on him, so he should be wide open as Amars hikes the ball, throwing it right to Kobina, but it is picked off. It is intercepted, and Blanks is looking to take this one back home for a pick 6, and Antonio Mars missed the tackle, but luckily his teammate got him before he can get that pick 6, and Antonio Mars is just really disappointed right now. He really wants to win this game for his mother, but it's 2nd and 4. They really need to score before this half is over, and he threw a deep pass, a risky pass, another bad pass by Amars. I know they're trying to score, but that was just too risky to throw. That was almost an interception, but it's 3rd and 4. He's throwing it to Clark, and look at Clark going up the field, but he gets brought down, and that's 32 yards. And it's now 15 seconds left, 1st and 10, and Amars stepping back, throwing it to West. Boom, 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 bitch. West got up like a man after that tough hit, and that's what I always love to see. But we are now in the 3rd quarter, 1st and 10, play action pass. Mars looking for West. He throws it, and he catches the ball on that 14-yard catch, and that's another 1st and 10 for Syracuse. Antonio stepping back, looking for somebody to throw it to. He throws it to West once again and picks up another 1st down on that 16-yard reception. Play action pass, it looks like. Yes, it is. He's stepping back, throwing it to West once again, and that is a 40-yard reception. That is another 1st and 10 for Syracuse. They are making their way up the field, 2nd and inches, 25 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Beckett Wells is receiving the ball for 13 yards on that reception, and it is now 1st and goal. They made it all the way up the field for this play right here. Antonio Mars stepping back, throwing it to West, and it is picked off. They just came up the field for no reason. They made it all the way up the field, and Antonio Mars threw an interception in the end zone. I know he is stressing, and Clemson went ahead and tied the game up, so it is now 21-21. This game just became a classic as Jared West picks up 12 yards on that reception, giving Syracuse another 1st down as Mars is stepping back, throwing it over to Kobina, and it is an incomplete pass. I got a feeling coach is going to take him out the game. Stepping back, he's throwing it deep all the way over to West, and it is incomplete once again. And yes, coach went ahead and took Antonio Mars out of the game with 2 minutes and 23 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Clemson went ahead and scored, so they are now down by a touchdown with 1 minute left. Antonio Mars is trying to scramble, and he only picks up a couple of yards. 4 yards to be exact, and it is now 1 minute left on the clock. 2nd and 6. Antonio Mars stepping back, 58 seconds left. He finds Kobina. He catches it, getting some yards, and boom, bitch. Damn, Kobina got hit hard. He got put down, but that's what I love to see. You get put down fast and get right back up. 52 seconds left. Antonio Mars dished it off to Christopher Clark, and he picks up the 1st down with 13 yards on that reception. 28 seconds left, 2nd and 10. He's finding Beckett Wells wide open by himself, and he gets in the end zone, and they are going to tie this game up. All they have to do is play great defense for 24 more seconds, and they can go to overtime and possibly win this game. 24 seconds left. Can Syracuse step up on defense? And the answer is no. Clemson scored with 24 seconds left on the clock, and Syracuse lost. This gotta be tough for Antonio Mars. It really has to suck, but I will see y'all in my next video. Peace. It's your man, Sean Beats.
When I was 21,